Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the My Crazy Dad podcast, episode 7, right?
Episode 7 already. How the hell is everybody?
We're almost at 10. And you're only 6 or 7.
Yes.
Dude, this is going to take so long. Everyone's probably waiting for the party days and everything.
Well, I think this might be about it for Watkins Glen today, so.
And then you're going to Holland.
And then we'll be moving, yes.
Do you
over
have
by
more
Buffalo.
or less stories there?
Over in Buffalo?
No, Holland.
Well, yeah, that's over by Buffalo.
Okay. Do you have more stories there than you do Watkins Glen?
There's quite a few.
I just think it's kind of you're so young that it's not extremely funny, you know? Your party days were probably the funniest stories I've ever heard you tell.
Well, you know, they do get crazier as you get older.
Guess we just have to wait.
I mean, you know, once you get your hands on a vehicle and stuff, things can get pretty extreme. Not that I ran anybody over or anything, you know, just saying you could go different places and shit.
Right. I still think the story
Freedom.
that Pat told when we were at his house for your birthday.
Which one?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. The one in the snow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That one's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by how are you guys not dead yet?
Both of us are lucky to be alive. We're lucky we made it past 15, let alone 50.
Okay, so do we have anything to talk about before we
I'd just like to give a shout out to Nan. Awesome beef stew and brownies. Appreciate the hell out of it.
I don't think she watches the show, but
No, but Jazz can pass it on.
I don't know if Jasmine watches the show.
Oh, well.
What the hell?
I just took it all back.
I know. I guess we could talk about that real quick. So, for my brother's wedding, I needed a +1, so I invited my best friend. And we wanted to pay for the tickets, obviously, because we are inviting her. And so, her great-grandma makes, the best beef stew. It's got, dumplings in it.
This shit's awesome, man.
And so that was their thank you gift, I guess.
Yep, she bought us a new pot and cooked it in it. And I got a little confused as to which pan I was supposed to give back yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I guess we can talk about that real quick. So, she's talking about she wants her glass pan back, and this dude kept going, well, I can scoop the beef stew and put it in something else. And she's like, no, the brownies are in it. And you're like, well, I have something else I can put the beef stew in. I can wash it real quick. And I was like, the glass one, not that, the glass one. And you just weren't listening. I don't know what it was.
I had beef stew on the mind.
And brownies.
Beef stew. I'd already had a brownie.
Oh.
I had the beef stew on my mind, and I get that food going through my brain, and everything else shuts off. Fart here, fart there, fart everywhere.
Especially with that beef stew. I guess we can talk about this. I started watching How I Met Your Mother, and it might be one of the funniest shows I've watched. Oh, I made him watch I Love You Man with Paul Rudd and Jason Segel
That's got to be one of the funniest damn movies I've ever seen.
I thought it was hilarious the first time I had seen it, and that's why I was like, Dad, you have to watch these movies. I tried telling him Straight Outta Compton is probably the best movie I've ever watched. Not that it's extremely funny, but it's a cinema masterpiece. All the shots are designed well, they show emotions, stuff like that.
I mean, it's it's such a long ass movie, but then I've sat there for 4.5 hours and watched
Lord of the Rings. Probably the most boring movies ever.
It is not.
How do you sit there for 4.5 hours?
Now, let me tell you what, I did binge watch A Handmaid's Tale. I can't
there's
wait
a new
for
episode.
Tonight's episode to
it
go
already
out.
came out.
Oh, it's already out?
It goes up at midnight, I think.
Oh, well, I know what I'm watching after we get done with this.
Just that one episode?
Just that one episode. That's some weird shit, man. Scary shit.
I mean, I don't want to get into that. I was just going to say Germans were pretty close to that.
Yes.
and the Russians
Yes.
when they had the KGB or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, what's your first story you got?
We're going to talk about head injuries today. I've taken a few along my years, but these are probably a couple of the most predominant ones. One brought on by your Uncle Pat, and the other one brought on by another uncle.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into this, I think you need to get more comfortable with your storytelling, because when you tell them when no one else is watching, you tell them nice and slow, and that makes the laugh more like...
This guy still giving me orders after last week's episode.
Listen, I'm just saying, all the times you've made me laugh really hard telling stories is when you were telling them slow, and you weren't speeding up the story.
Oh, I speed up for the show?
I don't know. You tell a story in like a minute.
Okay. I will.
Oh my God, I didn't mean that slow.
Spread it out.
You know what I'm talking about, though. When you're with like comfortable people, you talk like slower.
Yeah, I know. I get excited and I speed up, and I'm just excited to share my stories and do this with you. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying you'd get a bigger laugh, probably from them too, because you have some funny stories. But I feel like if you made the delivery a little longer, then boom.
And you know what? Shout out to everybody that's still hanging on. We appreciate the hell out of it. I mean, we still getting decent numbers.
Yeah, one thing that I really want to just take off is the TikTok. Because if the TikTok, you know how many people use TikTok? It's like 2 billion people, I'd probably say.
Yeah, I mean, every now and then I get this woman showering in her underwear in the backyard, and she's got like 10 million views. Sorry, I'm not showering in the backyard for anybody.
I mean, hey, 10 million views, we can do that.
No.
Oh, we also had this...
Especially in a tea bag.
I had this good idea.
Not sexy in a tea bag.
What's a tea bag?
That's where your ass cheeks are exposed.
Like a thong?
Yes.
Okay, so I had this really funny idea that we could start doing vlogs and doing fun stuff like mini golf. I think it'd be cool to do like a challenge where we go mini golfing and whoever wins is like the better person. Like kudos, you know?
Why do you have to be the better person?
Well, no, I just mean the other person's better at mini golf.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I don't mean like a better person.
We were thinking about doing a fishing vlog, but we got to catch first.
Yeah, we got to catch something before that crap.
I think maybe if I actually put the batteries in the fish scale, maybe we'll start catching something, because then we'll have it to use.
No, those fish hate us. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried a few different places, and we get bites.
I know you get bites. I have had 0. I don't know how.
I thought you had a couple bites yesterday morning.
No.
Oh, by the way, talk about putting this freaking expensive lure up in the tree.
Oh, yeah. I guess we could talk about that real quick. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use a spinning reel again. And I forget, like, overhand. And, like, I had done so many casts overhand. And this tree was perfectly fine. And then I do it one more time. Because I see these fish jump over by, like, these lily pads. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to cast it there. Went to cast it right into the tree above me.
Now, let me paint the picture. We were in a little park off the Hillsborough River. We
just need to get a boat or something.
Yeah, we're on this little dock that they'd built, and there were trees up above us, and the guy forgot the tree was up there or something.
Dude, I'm telling you, I did like 14 casts without it hitting that tree.
I hear this. Fuck! And I look over and I look up, and there's this freaking big old popping lure up in the tree. I'm like, ain't no way you're getting that back.
Yeah, it was probably like 4 inches.
Yeah, got it back the first time. The second time, it's still up in the tree.
Yeah, if we got like a pole or something, we could definitely reach it.
We'll have to go back with a ladder or something.
Put it in the water.
Excuse me, what are you folks doing? We're getting his lure from the other day.
Yo, that was a nice lure.
Yeah.
I know I got it from Papa, but I don't know. He probably got it in like 1972.
You got it from Papa?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go back for it.
I mean, I have a couple more, I think, that you have, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was pretty funny that 14 times in a row I don't catch it.
Yeah,
And,
we're having a good time.
Been filming for 10 minutes.
We're having a good time.
What, in the podcast?
Fishing.
Oh. I was going to say, because everyone's
Just
like, don't keep
being
it too long.
father, son. I think we have a good time. Watch movies together.
Yeah, I just wish you'd watch Straight Outta Compton.
I will eventually.
No, you won't.
Yes, I
You
will.
keep saying
I like
that.
the music from those guys.
NWA.
And yep.
I love them. I'm telling you, I was born in the wrong era.
If
I grew up in
he's
the
an
80s,
old soul.
like a teen in the 80s,
Yep.
oh my. I'd have so much fun. Probably wouldn't do sticking sausages down my pants, but yeah.
Well, then again, you wouldn't have been my kid.
That's true.
You probably would have been me.
If we could just make the world go back to like the 80s, I'd be fine with that.
You'd be a rich son bitch, man.
Why?
Oh, dude. You know what? I started playing games on the computer way back in the day, and I never thought about streaming that shit. And if I had, who knows where I'd be nowadays. But you, with your knowledge of computers and stuff, you'd have been right up there in Apple or something, man.
Well, the thing is, like, streaming didn't come out until like 2008, something like that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, that's when I was playing games on the computer when the internet first started, you know?
Yeah.
And
Like, yeah, if we had thought, like, this is what I'm saying. If you go back in time, like, you could become the richest person. Like, Amazon wasn't even made back then.
Right.
You could be like, okay, we're going to start selling books online instead of people going to a bookstore. And then you turn that into that. And then, like, hey, I want to build an electric car. Become Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos at the
And
same
this
time.
was all back in the day of CompuServe, which was before AOL and shit, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I still remember that.
the old dial-up.
Yeah, I remember dial-up. Everyone thinks I was, like, too young for that, but...
It's funny because I gave him the specs of the computer I used to play on online, and he's like, how the hell did you even play with that crap?
Dude, literally, how did, like... I know
Excuse me.
games were, like, so underdeveloped that they could run, but, like...
And the graphics back then weren't the best.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't take much to run it.
But Unreal Tournament was a badass game even back then for its day.
But, anyways, go back to your first story, because we went on,
right.
like, a...
20-minute tangent. Yeah, we just, we like to fill everybody in on what's going on in our lives now, too,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all about me. It's about both of us.
So, head injuries.
Yes, head injuries. It seems like everybody likes the injury videos. The one where my aunt got her nose broke blew up pretty quick.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Well, we had some friends that lived in Montour Falls, and we used to go over there all the time. She was my mom's best friend, and they had some kids that were all our ages, and we used to raise hell together. And they had, I want to say, our friend's father was a welder or something back in the day because he always had all kinds of steel laying around his backyard and shit. And your Uncle Pat and I this one day decided we used to every now and then
Bring it closer.
every now and then we'd get this like 15-foot steel L channel. Well, L, it was like the shit. And we'd stand like 10 feet apart, and we'd let it go, and we'd at each other, and we'd watch it and play chicken with it. I don't know what the hell
What
it
is
was
it?
with the game of chicken. What?
What was it that you were doing?
It was like a 15-foot long piece of steel. It was in the shape of an L. I can't remember if it's L. I don't know what the hell it's called now. But we'd let it go, and again with the game of chicken.
Whoever stays
Chicken
there
with
the
cars
longest.
coming down the hill, and chicken at the restaurant. We'd see who'd wait the longest to jump out from under it. And, we'd let it get pretty close. It was kind of scary watching this 15-foot piece of, it had some substantial weight. And your Uncle Pat used to really hate me and your other uncle, because of the candy situation and everything else. We always had him doing shit and getting in trouble and stuff. So he says he did it on purpose. I don't know if he did or not because he was never that good of an aim.
Right.
And so he let it go without telling me, and this thing came down across my head and split my freaking noggin wide open. It didn't crack the skull open, thank God, but it probably put a hairline fracture in it or something. But, you know, so here we are. I'm running around, bleeding everywhere, screaming. And Pat's chasing me, laughing. You know, as we get up into our friend's house, and my mom's friend starts flipping out, screaming. She thought I was going to die. She's packing my shit with paper towels and washcloths and stuff. And meanwhile, I'm screaming like a stuffed little pig bitch, you know, because little kids and blood. I mean, I've got blood streaming down my face, in my eyes and shit. And she's, oh my God, if the blood gets in his eyes, he's going to go blind and shit. So it's freaking me out even more. I'm like, ah! And Pat's just sitting there laughing at me. And I'll never forget that little bastard, you know, just sitting there laughing at me. And so, you know, I mean, so here we go back to the emergency room. And I mean, I still have a bump on my head from this shit from way back then, you know, and it took, I think it was like 15 or 20 stitches to close me back up. They had to shave my head around the spot and stuff. So I got this freaking, it's
Bald
not,
spot.
well, you'd think they'd shave the kid's whole head, you know, but no. I have this rectangle on top of my head. You know, I look like a freaking a monk in the Makins. You know, and I had this bald spot from where I was hitting the Bible or whatever it is on my head. And the rest of me was all bushy and shit. You know, it's like, what the hell are you doing to me?
Well, they couldn't shave your whole head.
Why?
What do you mean?
I've
never seen them do that.
I know, but come
they
on.
send you home and someone else cuts it.
I know, but if you're there doing the job, might just as well finish the whole thing. Give the dude a cue ball.
If you're getting a leg tattoo, they're not going to shave your whole leg.
Well, I understand that, but this is the dude's head, you know, and I can't. It's not like I can put a baseball cap. Well,
you probably could.
I did have a big old bandage around my head for a while, so, you know, but once the bandage came off, it was like,
yeah.
And the rest was just bald. It took, you know, and it just.
And that's where your hairline stops.
Yes.
Is right at the thing.
Right at my bump. I never thought about that.
It's like, wait, he's already gone bald here. We can't go.
My Microsoft controller bald spot.
Yeah, it's like your hair's like, no, we can't go past this. It's like the demarcation line in Korea. They're like, no, you can't go past that. So,
but you know, it's just, it's another one of those moments where, you know, I should have gotten like severe brain damage and maybe possibly died.
I just think of this thing, you're just looking at each other. Boom.
I wasn't even looking at him. I was turned around looking up at the house, and he let the damn thing go. It's like, I'm going to get you, MFer.
Yeah,
here's for all the candy you never gave me.
I've definitely done that. Like when someone wasn't looking, I've thrown the baseball one more time and boom, hit them because I'm like,
hell yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Get back.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah.
It's like,
but this is a steel pipe.
Well, it wasn't even, it was L-shaped, so it was like, you know, one of the sides hit me or something.
Did your aunt or whoever it was not see you guys go out, your mom's friend?
Oh, we were all outside playing, all the kids. You know, it's just one of those things. And I went running in, and I'm pretty sure she's still alive, so I can't say her name, but.
Stop moving that.
Sorry. And, you know, she just. The other thing, you know, when a kid's panicking, you certainly don't say, oh, my God, he could go blind.
Yeah.
You know, it just adds to it.
Yeah.
So appreciate that, Mrs. P.
Mrs. P.
Yeah, I'll say Mrs. P. Because P's the first initial of their last name.
Yeah, I figured.
But, yeah, her and Mom were best friends. Well, you know, another little segue into a short story, you know, Pat should be thankful to me because I saved his life a couple times. One of them was we're in the P's van, and they said don't lean against the back door because it's not safe. And he was leaning against the back door. We hit a bump, and both doors open. And here's your Uncle Pat waving his arms on the teeter-totter, and I grabbed his legs in his shirt and pulled him back in and saved his life. So don't hate me, brother, man. Don't hate me. As much as you did to me, as much as I did to you, it was all out of love, brother. All out of love.
He doesn't hate you.
I know he doesn't. Back then he did.
Yeah.
Back then I hated his ass.
I mean, it's like my brother and I I think we talked about this when
Yeah,
we lived under the same
we
roof.
absolutely despised each other growing up.
How much did him and I argue and fight?
Oh,
Do you think it was every day?
Oh yeah, it was almost every day.
I still remember one time, he would just go like that and stare at me across the dinner
that
table.
used to drive you nuts, man.
I hated it, and he knew it, so he would just go.
I'd forgotten about that.
Like
yeah.
that, stare
Especially
me
at the
down.
dinner table.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
Yeah.
And I'd flip out.
Mom, Dad,
Nani
make
and
him
Papa,
stop.
Nani and Papa are getting mad at me because I'm like yelling at Zach at the table. Those meals were some of the funniest times ever.
Yeah, and Lord knows your older brother and your sister used to go at it too. Holy shit, man.
Yeah. Well, I remember that one time. I'm not gonna get into that, but
I guess it's every family. You got siblings that'll go at each other.
But now, all four of us.
Yep.
Are good friends.
You guys would do anything for each other. I mean, it's just like. I mean, I have two brothers that I don't talk to anymore, but if worse came to worse, I think I'd be there for them if I had to be.
Right.
I know I'd be there for your Uncle Pat in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
My older brother, he's like almost 4 years older than me, so I mean,
But you don't got to get into it too much.
We just don't have much in common.
Shoot. I was going to talk about... Oh, okay. Wait. I was going to say something about Papa, but I totally forgot. It was a story. Oh, okay. I remember now. So, we used to live with my Nani and Papa, and every now and then I'd go down the stairs to go say goodnight to Papa because he'd always be on the couch watching TV, eating Austin crackers, drinking milk.
Yeah.
And sometimes he would
milk with ice in it.
Yeah, milk with ice in it. I never understood that. And so one day, or actually it was a couple days, I'd go down there and he's falling asleep with the cup in his hand and the remote in his hand, just looking at the TV. And I used to sneak up and scare him awake, or like I used to try to sneak even when he was awake around and scare him. And I remember one time we had another remote that worked on it. And so I'd sit there hiding and click the TV off. What the hell? He'd click it back on, and so I'd click it back off.
You could always tell when the man finally fell asleep because either the controller, the remote, or the milk would hit the floor.
Mm-hmm. That was
and if
funny.
it was the milk, you'd hear him, "Son of a bitch."
Yeah, and he always said, "No, I never did that. I never did that."
Yeah,
That
good times,
funny.
good times.
The ice in the milk, I totally forgot about that. That is just too funny.
Well, you know what's good is if you take some milk and then add some Diet Pepsi to it.
That is
It's
disgusting.
like a root beer float.
That is gross.
No, it's not bad.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, well, you said the same thing about peanut butter, and bologna, too.
Now that I think about that, that sounds disgusting.
What?
Peanut butter, and bologna.
That makes a damn good sandwich.
Now that I think about it, I'm like, dude, that is so gross.
Especially if you use crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter is good on anything.
Yes.
I love crunchy peanut butter.
I'm a peanut butter fan. If it's got peanut butter in it, I got to try it. Reese's Puffs. # not sponsored.
Well, I'd hope that we didn't murk them in a sponsorship. # not sponsored. That is disgusting.
# sponsored by Reese's.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Reese's Puffs.
No.
I love the commercials though.
Now, Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Okay, we get on these
# not sponsored.
Oh my word. Dude, honestly, like when I think about it, I'm like, should we do sponsorships? Like if a company reached out, like I'd only do the ones that like we loved, right? Like
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna take a sponsorship if it's something I don't genuinely like.
Right. Like if Logitech was like, hey, I know you use our mouse.
Yeah.
every podcast,
Yeah.
like, we'll keep sending you free ones. I'd be like, shit, yeah,
Or if
dude.
DX Racer saw your chair.
No. I'd rather want Herman Miller to sponsor us.
Well,
Get
yeah.
those $2,000 chairs.
Herman Miller, folks. My chair's about 20 freaking years old. Help me out.
No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is Herman Miller.
Yeah.
New chairs.
Well, I mean, it's got some years on it.
We got that when we moved down here.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
We went to the building. I forget what it's called. It was like a thrift store, but for
Oh,
office,
yep.
So we got that.
So, I mean, who knows how old it was before that and whose stinky ass was sitting on it before then.
Man, it wasn't that bad of a condition.
No, it was fairly new.
So,
you know
is this
somebody's
next
ass.
story still in Watkins Glen? Or
Yes.
So, is next episode going to be Holland?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Okay, I just want to ask the audience listening to this a question. How long do you guys think we should... Okay, now you're going to make me mad doing that. How long do you think we should keep this up for? Because there's an end to the story. Why is it always when I talk about something serious?
Oh, I didn't know you were being serious. I'm sorry.
How long should we keep... Okay, make eye contact with that wall. Okay, how long should we keep doing this? Because there's going to be an end to his stories, and we don't want to keep... Like, I think about it, I'm like, I don't want to keep them waiting this long for, like... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if we make them wait 2 years to hear, like...
So I should just... Should
We
I
can
just do like a couple stories from like my adolescence and then a couple stories?
No. Maybe do 2 episodes a week.
Oh, I don't know. It's up to you guys. You know, we can, like I've said before, we'd take any kind of feedback.
Like a Monday, Friday. Like, you begin your work week with it and then end
Just
it
bear
with-
in mind, I'm 57 years old now, and I mean, I got some crazy ass stories.
Yeah.
You know, that, like I said, they do get better as I get older. Some of these from my adolescence are pretty funny, though.
Well, yeah, no, without a doubt they're not funny, or without a doubt they aren't funny.
They are.
Yeah, I know.
Without a doubt, they aren't funny. That would mean they're not funny.
No. Without a doubt they aren't. I don't know. Anyhow, I finally see what you're saying, but don't roast me. I know you're about to say it.
Don't
because
shush
you
me.
went like that to talk. Yeah, we could do 2 episodes a week and upload on TikTok every single day.
It's up to you guys. If you want to see more of us, or actually more of me,
Wow. You know what?
let us know.
It's called the My Crazy Dad Podcast. I'll see you later.
Yes.
I'm off this show.
Okay.
But
Just
yeah,
start the computer up for me when I need it.
you know what I was thinking about? I was like, if I go on vacation by myself, you're gonna have to do everything.
You're going to have to FaceTime me and talk me through setting this
Oh, I
shit up.
will because yeah. I think we
But-
should do that though. Start doing 2 a week and have one on Monday, so like the people that are starting their work week listen to it, and then Friday once they get out of work and want to start their weekend, they can listen to it.
I know that there's people already, and I've heard from a couple that they look forward to Friday because our podcast gives them something they know they're going to be able to laugh about and stuff.
Right, when the weekend comes.
One of them's my baby brother, who I don't know well, but we reconnected a couple years ago. And if they ever come down to Florida, you'll get to meet him.
I hope so.
You will.
That'll be weird, just like
I think they might be coming down next summer maybe. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
But they're always welcome, him and his wife.
And it's gonna be funny too, like I'm thinking about it for my brother's wedding. We're gonna be at the reception. I'm uploading like a TikTok clip or something, just like in the middle of the dance. Hold on,
Yeah, I gotta hit TikTok.
Gotta make a TikTok.
Throwing a little video of me drunk.
Oh God, that'll be funny. You won't get too drunk.
I don't get too drunk. No.
I don't know why people get drunk at weddings. It's like, don't you want to enjoy that night?
Yes, but you know,
And
at
you
the
want to
same
remember
time,
it, don't you?
yeah. I mean, well, just because you get drunk don't mean you won't remember it. Doesn't mean you won't remember it, but I mean, you don't want to get
Blackout drunk.
yeah.
I know. I just feel like.
I mean, I have enough of a drink where I just mellow out, and I mean, I'm a happy drunk anyways. Most of the time, always have been.
Oh yeah, until we get to Key West.
Well, you know, Key West brings something else out in me for some reason. I mean, there's a story coming up, you know, at some point where one of my cousins was getting married. And
Okay, no, don't say it. That's pretty much the whole
give them
story.
something to look forward to.
Well, no, they just know something crazy happened in Key West.
Well, a few crazies happened in Key
Well,
West.
I'm just saying that one.
Yes.
That might be one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
Yes.
I just heard it so many times. I don't know if I'll laugh at it.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
know
part
they
of
will.
our issue is he's heard a lot of these stories already, but I had no idea the story of me drowning kept him from swimming. So I apologize for that, taking that away from your childhood.
I don't really care.
Well, I
Swimming
do.
Isn't too crazy.
I do. I didn't mean to hurt you in any way.
Well, you didn't hurt me. You just told me a story
Mentally,
about
I
you
did.
drowning. Well, no, it was just
You wouldn't swim because of it.
if
so.
someone told me to not jump off a cliff, I'm not gonna jump off that cliff. I mean, you
I've
didn't
jumped
tell
off
me.
cliffs before.
Okay. Like you telling me that you went sliding down a hill in last week's episode trying to dodge cars. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, yeah. Oh, and I have heard that since then they put a fence up by the guardrail.
Well, I think it was in the YouTube comments. So
Yes.
they'll be able to see it.
Yes.
But I do think that's funny. They're like, yeah, we don't want these kids sliding down here
Yeah.
anymore.
No need to decapitate themselves
So what's your second story still in Walking
like
the
an
Garden?
F1 racer.
Yeah, Roman Grosjean.
Well, we were doing mother was doing some remodeling and some repainting in the house, and the living room was here. Then you went through like a little archway in the dining room. And the kitchen was off over here, and was repainting the walls and stuff. So all the pictures were down off the wall and leaning up against the dining room table. And I'd done something to upset my older brother. Can't remember what it was. Maybe bitch slapped him upside the back of the head or something. We used to do that. I'd get bored and, you know, just want to get shit started. So I'd walk up to one of my brothers and just smack him just to get shit going out of boredom. I mean, that's the kind of pain in the ass I was. You know, hey, what's up? Psh, let's go. And so he grabbed me and he shoved me. Now, bear in mind, like I said, he's like 3.5 years older than me. So he was a damn bully. And even though I'd slapped him.
Well, he was like 10, you were 6, right?
Yeah.
10 and 7, somewhere
10
around
and
there.
7, 6.5, 7. And he shoved me, and I fell backwards and down onto one of the picture frames. And, I mean, it was the picture was like 3 foot, 4 foot by 5 foot. I mean, it was a huge picture, heavy wood frame holding it together. And I went down and I caught the frame right under the base of my skull. And, you know, your mom and I have argued about this a couple times because I've told her that I have this weird bump down there now because of it. But it immediately, yeah, it's my cavemanish with my eyebrows. Bump here, bump back here. But just wait till I grab her by the hair and pull her across the house. That'll go over well, huh?
Grab who?
Your mom, caveman. Come with me.
Oh.
Pull him by the hair.
I was so confused.
I know. But
you wouldn't actually do that, by the way.
No, I wouldn't.
And she would beat his ass.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I wouldn't, because the ass beating I'd take for even thinking it. But I immediately went into this concussion thing, and I remember it still to this day specifically. I just instantly flipped out. People didn't look like people to me. They actually looked like some kind of monster or something, so which made me flip out even more. And your grandmother was trying to help me out, and I started clawing at her and scratching at her, thinking she was some kind of beast. And I went in and got under her bed. And I don't know what it was with me hiding under beds either, because, at the fire I was under the bed. And, well, Mom's trying to help me out. I'm thinking she's a monster. I'm up under her bed.
You'd think the boogie monsters would be under the bed.
Yes. Well, they were in the closet. That's why I didn't go to the closet.
Gotcha.
We had a boogeyman in our closet up in our house, in that house. But so I'm kicking, clawing, scratching, and screaming. She's finally got me loaded in the car, and I keep trying to jump out the window and shit. And my brothers have to hold me in the seat and shit, because I was absolutely
Terrified.
convinced that I was in a different realm or something.
Yeah.
And we ended up going to the emergency room again. Your grandma always said they should have named the emergency room after us Madigan boys,
Mm-hmm.
Here's the Sean wing, here's the Patrick wing,
Yeah.
and here's the wing. And
I think everyone has that bump on the back of their head, though.
mine's
where
more
you're-
pronounced.
Where your skull meets, like, right
Yeah,
here.
right at the base. And I mean,
Isn't that where your skull, like, all comes together?
yeah.
Well, other than, like, up here.
This
Right?
is
Isn't
where
this
your
its own
Abdullah oblongata is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mama always said gators ain't got no Abdullah oblongatas. That's
No.
why they're so mean.
No, it's Mama said gators are always mad because they got all them teeth but ain't got no toothbrush. That's what it is. Something like that.
That's some high quality H2O.
Adam Sandler is so funny. And Steve Buscemi and all of them. I still want to watch that movie, Wedding, whatever it was.
Wedding singer?
Yeah, you said it was like boring, but like the first 20 minutes was pretty good.
That's as bad as the one where he's the demon or whatever.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
The demon?
Wasn't he had the demon after him in a movie or something? I can't remember. He's had some. I mean, the dude's a funny guy, and he's had some good movies. Yeah, The Longest Yard. But he's also had some.
He broke it in my nose.
He's had some really stupid movies too.
Oh, without a doubt. So, that was the end of the story. Just that you guys went to the hospital and got the
Yeah,
stitches.
the whole flip out scene was just,
You hit your head that hard
yeah. I mean, the corner of it's lucky, again,
that you didn't die.
could have broke my back, could have just
Your
snapped
back.
my skull right off my spine. Well, yeah, my spine. Could have broke my spine. That's part of your back, right?
No, your back is like your shoulders down.
Well, your spine's in your back, though.
Well, yeah.
So it's gotta be
you
part
say,
of it.
like, I hurt my back. You point down here, not up here. That's like, you
Alright,
hurt your
I
neck.
hurt my neck.
Dude, I don't think Gronk, like Rob Gronkowski, will ever hurt his neck. That thing is like this wide.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Hey, you know what I said? I said, after Brady was like, I'm moving to the Bucks, one of my good friends in high school was like, dude, we're going to win the Super Bowl. And I said, listen, just because you got Tom Brady and you stole him from us doesn't mean anything. And what do you know? They go and win the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Hell yeah, called that one right. Kudos to the new coach, man.
Well, the Bucks, their defense isn't that good, is it?
Oh, the Bucks defense. They have good players. They're, it's like a baseball player. They have a good at bat, and then they have a bad at bat. I mean, everybody has their good and bad days in whatever sport.
Dude, honestly though, the O-line for the who'd they play? I always forget. It's in
the
Missouri.
Super Bowl,
Yeah.
the Chiefs,
Yeah, the Chiefs, Kansas City. Thank you.
Mahomes.
I just knew it was in Missouri.
The only touchdown the Chiefs had was when they landed in the airport. Boom, boom.
Anyhow, like I was saying, that O-line missed out for him. Last year, they were so good. The O-line was so good. And then this year, they just couldn't do anything.
Well, you know why?
That's what I was
Brady
saying.
paid their asses off.
No. I still think about the Rays losing that World Series.
Yeah.
And how they took Snell out. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, everybody. I mean, I had friends on Facebook say, well, we just lost it. And
Dude,
we did.
Why did they do that? I'm telling you, they did it for the stats.
Yeah.
Like, the guy from that MLB, like, Hall of Fame guy was like, they do it for stats. I'm like, why did it turn into that? It's a game.
It was a hell of a year. Our soccer team, the Rowdies, won their championship.
Yeah, it was
the
a good year for
Lightning
Tampa.
won. You know, the Lightning
That was
won.
fun to watch.
Yep. And the Bucks won. And if the Rays had won,
that would have been all around the board.
yep. All four
Basketball's
teams.
still going, right?
Yeah, but we don't have a basketball team.
Oh, we still have Florida teams. Miami Heat.
Fuck the Heat.
What's the other one?
Magic.
Yeah, the Orlando Magic.
I
One
used
of
to
my
be a
friends
Magic
loves
fan.
the Magic.
Yeah, I used to be a Magic fan back in the Shaq days. Shaq and Penny Hardaway days.
I really I try to get into other sports other than racing right this second because I used to love baseball, football. I just can't, dude. Racing has just got me hooked. Like F1 especially, then IndyCar.
Yeah, I mean
NASCAR.
The only football game I watched last year was the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that's because the Bucks are in it.
Yeah. I didn't feel like watching any games. I watched
Yeah.
one Patriots game. Watched what's his face throw 2 interceptions, Cam Newton. I was like, okay, this season's chalk.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
that's a good reason not to watch the Patriots.
They signed him for another year. I'm like, dude. And then we signed Mac Jones. So I don't know what they're doing. Mac Jones is one of the best college quarterbacks.
Well, hopefully Cam can teach him some shit.
Cam is a legend, and this man goes to the Patriots.
Wait.
And
Cam is not a legend.
he is.
No.
He was one of the best.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Bullshit.
Of his generation.
Oh, stop.
Who do you think is better than him?
Tom Brady.
Okay, that's not even fair. Tom Brady's the greatest ever. Not this generation. Well, this generation too, but.
You know who I liked as a quarterback from back in the days was Jim Kelly, old Buffalo Bills quarterback.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Tim Tebow.
No, I mean, I liked him when he played for the Gators. I'm a Gators fan, but
dude everyone says that. They're like, he was so good in college, and then he got to the NFL. And
yeah,
I'm like,
it was like
happens.
the NFL didn't want him to achieve anything anyway.
I mean, it's like George Russell in F1. I told you, he won the F2 championship, gets to F1 the next year as a freaking a third driver for Mercedes, and then he goes into one race with Mercedes, and they switch his wheels up, and he has to pit when he was in the lead. And my cousin and I talk about that, and we're like, there's no shot. They were not about to put some guy that's never raced in F1 in the best car and show that the car makes the driver.
Yeah.
Like, Lewis Hamilton is amazing. Valtteri Bottas is amazing, but the car does a lot.
Oh, yeah.
When you have that much money behind that development of the car, it's like up here, and who George Russell races for now, Williams, is 18th and 17th or something
It's
like that.
like anything. You have money, you can have the best. It's like
But-
if we had money, we'd have a nice studio set up and shit,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But
I'm just saying,
it takes
like-
money to make money, unfortunately.
He was up here in F2, and then now he placed, 16th, 17th in the race this weekend?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't where the Haas drivers are.
Oh, they're right below them, though. Dude, Haas is such an embarrassment for the U.S. The only U.S. team in F1, and they get bought out by a Russian guy. Not only that, but they suck ass. They were a midfield car last season, and now they're they're literally the worst team out there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a joke, dude. Some of the teams in that sport, I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, then you have Stuart Haas in NASCAR, and I mean they're
Haas cars are good, aren't they?
Yeah, and you got Kevin Harvick,
And the Hendrick cars are the best, right?
Hendrick used to be. They've actually sunk back some. I'm not sure if it's because of the cars or the drivers.
Who's Denny race for in them?
Denny Hamlin, he races for Joe Gibbs.
No, Gibbs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Gibbs has some good cars.
Yeah, the Toyotas.
Yeah, Truex Jr. and Busch.
Yeah, as much as you hate him, he's a good driver.
The dude is a good driver. Can't
and he's
take
been
that
in it
from
for
him.
a long time.
But he's just a little Sally, whiny bitch.
Dude, a lot of racers are now. It's like, dude, if something goes your way or like you mess up, don't blame it.
F1 drivers are whiny bitches. Spoiled rotten.
Which ones?
Most of them.
You got to tell me an example.
Well, from watching the show with you, I can't remember the name, but they're like, my car sucks. I can't believe y'all do this. Who is that?
No, okay. I don't know.
Lando?
No, Lando would never do that. Lando loves McLaren. They gave him such a big opportunity. He won one race in F2 his last year. And then they gave him that opportunity, and now he's gotten 2 podiums. He's doing good.
Yeah,
he's third in the championship right now for drivers.
Nice.
I don't know. I feel like Lando really helped McLaren get back on their feet.
Yeah.
And Carlos Sainz, but now he's on Ferrari. I don't know. I know what you're talking about, though. When the cars break down, they're like, what the fuck is happening? Because I'd be pissed, too. If it wasn't my fault that the car...
don't know your jobs and this and that.
Well, they don't say that. They just get pissed that the car doesn't work.
Yeah, but...
I don't know. I can see why, because millions of dollars up for stake, and you're not making a car that's good for me. Like, it's not the driver's duty to build the car.
I get that, too, but, you know... criticism's criticism, but... couple of those guys take it a little too far.
Yeah, well, like when Lewis got his position taken by Valtteri, he always gets so mad. It's like, dude, let him win one race.
Yeah. Or Valtteri's in front, and they say, you need to let Lewis
drop back. Yeah.
It's like, what? Now, team sport or not, I'm my own driver. Screw whoever's behind me, teammate or not. You know, if he's my teammate, he should be happy that I'm winning a freaking race.
I think it's the pacing, though. They want to get the better pace into the clean air, but I know what you're talking about. Like, when Lando got his podium in Imola, they were like, hey, I think Lando has a better pace than you. Let him by. Or no, it wasn't that. It was it this weekend they did that? But they had Daniel drop back and let Lando by because he had a better pace.
Yeah.
But Lewis, without a doubt, is the best driver of all time. I think he's...
Rihanna says different.
Huh?
Rihanna says different.
Oh, yeah. Dude, imagine being such a good F1 driver. Rihanna's like, hey, you want a date? Like, what?
Yeah, you get up in between them legs and she's, oh, you're not a good driver.
Okay.
I'm done
what
with you.
The hell? All right, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We just went on like
Kudos to you for getting in between them legs, though.
All right. I don't think Lewis Hamilton will ever watch this show, but...
if he does, he'll laugh.
Where's the mouse? I gotta find the mouse. Where is it?
It's in your hand. I can see it from here.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
All right, so
all right, folks, y'all have a great weekend and great next week. Like I said, appreciate the hell out of all y'all that watch our stuff, man. I've got shit on YouTube from me playing GTA 5 that's been up for 6 years, and I've only got 4 views on it, you know?
I didn't know you had stuff on there.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I have had so many channels.
Hey, if y'all want to see some crazy
GTA...
No.
Don't
Sean
shout it out.
M207
shout it out.
on YouTube.
God. That would be so bad. I can only imagine how bad the videos are.
There's some funny videos.
I've had so many channels on YouTube that I can't even think of. And I was just like, all right, if I upload now, my channel is going to blow up.
Yeah. 6 years later,
what
10
the hell?
views.
Yeah. This is the only channel I've had that has had this, like, many views.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I could market it more. Just, I don't know. I feel like it's already marketed quite a bit.
Yeah.
I just feel like if we put it on Facebook, how many boomers would sit there, how do I scroll past this video? And it's a 50-minute video of us talking. They'd get screwed over, dude.
You know, it's fun, though. Like I said, I'm having fun talking about the old stories and sharing this with you. And it's still, it's only our 7th episode, so I mean, it's still fairly new.
Yeah. We got to get Mom in here for an episode.
I don't know if your mom would do it. The first question would have to be, how the hell have you put up with Dad for so damn long?
Right.
Because we'll be celebrating 20 years this year.
No, you already did celebrate 20 years.
December will be 20 years.
Oh, I thought it was last December.
No, we got married in 2001.
Oh.
So this is the silver anniversary, I think. I don't know.
Huh?
Gold anniversary, diamond anniversary. I just know your mom told me I need to get her an anniversary band with diamonds around it. So.
Yeah, we need to. Hey, if you guys want to share and like this podcast to get us,
I got a freaking anniversary band I got to buy by December.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly really hope it picks up. Not only for like the money, but I just want people to like understand how funny it is and like how chill it is.
Yeah.
But I do want to get a better upgrade to.
You just got to quit being so damn bossy to me.
Dude, sometimes, like I said, I was talking about something serious, and you decided to do what you're doing right now.
I didn't put it in my mouth. I didn't deep throat it. It's just,
So, yeah, we'll see you guys next Friday. Maybe Monday after that.
Yes.
And then Friday.
It's always an honor.
I don't even know if they'll hear you that well doing that.
It's always an honor.
Okay, Megatron.
Megatron. But
or not Megatron. What's his name? Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. In all seriousness, to sit there and release a TikTok video and then to see it hit 150 150 views in a day, that's pretty cool.
We're almost at 200 likes.
Yeah.
I can actually do like a live check right now and see what we're at.
And our first video's hanging at $5.99. I'd like to see that thing hit 600.
Yeah, that would be nice. Well, I don't know if it will just because it's that old, but we actually got a notification.
Oh,
it was you liking the video.
Sorry.
We're at 189 likes. And
really?
Yeah, we get 160 plus every video except the one that I was talking.
Yeah.
That's sad, dude. And our most liked one has 24 likes on it.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to watch one, got to watch them all. Let's get that first one over 600, folks. Come on. We can do it.
It's at $5.99.
$5.99.
Is that what you said?
It was at $5.94 for like
2 weeks.
5-6 weeks. And now it's at $5.99. It's been like $5.99 for a week. So come on. Let's get one more person to like that sumbitch or watch it. And let's get 600.
And share it. I mean, like, we have 12 followers on TikTok.
Yes.
And we have 200 likes just about.
We need more followers.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us this week. We'll see you guys next week. Monday. I want to do 2.
Uh-oh.
And put a TikTok out every day. Because I feel like that'll help us a lot.
All right.
You got to help me pick out the funny clips. Why are you staring at me like that? All right.
Don't I help enough?
No, you just talk. I need you to help me do the behind the scenes stuff too.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
You know
I
how
picked
much
out
it
a
hurts
clip
me
and
to
got
stand here and
25
look over
views.
you?
I got 25 views on the one that I posted. We need good ones. That's why I'm saying you need to help me behind the scenes.
Well, that was because it was you and not me.
How long have we been filming? What's that say?
I can't see that shit.
5 minutes.
We've been doing this for almost an hour.
Hold on.
Folks, I am so sorry.
I gotta zoom in on that. Wait, is that 55? Yeah, it is.
Okay. Later, folks. Peace
we
out.
We gotta end it because we don't like holding you guys up.
Peace out. Sorry.
So yeah, we'll see you guys Monday and Friday, and then the episodes don't have to be long.
Yes. And love everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys later. You gotta do your peace thing or whatever.
I already did. Peace out, homies and homettes.
Oh, okay. All right, see you guys.